Saga! Fucking FBI, FBC, you government fucks all fucking this up for us! Let us the fuck out!
You're the leaders of the cult. You're not going anywhere.
Wake will ruin everything. Get rid of him, Saga! You fucking shot me! Typical government stooge. Let me out so I can kill him, that fucker! You come to our town and act like you know what you're dealing with, but you have no fucking idea! Let us out! You can't stop it, none of you can. We can take care of this. We've been preparing for this.
I think that's the most emotion I've seen Yakov show. I don't have the prison. You got any prison keys? Or did I miss some? Oh. Hey, Alan, I found a page.
Agent Young held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious leader. Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark. Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine. Young felt optimistic. They even had the para-utilitarian in custody already. Another clatter behind him. Closer this time. He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness.
This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here.
Suddenly, the lights flickered, went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
I don't think I read any of this. Do not microwave whole fish. I shouldn't have to say this. Important information. Mulligan owes me $20 and refuses to pay it back. I suggest we dock his pay for that amount plus interest and add it directly into my paycheck. Thornton doesn't remember I already paid him back by buying him lunch months ago, so don't listen to him. And definitely do not touch my pay or I'll swear to God I'll sue. The front desk computer and admin emails are not to be used for personal quarrels or other unofficial business. And remember to wash your coffee mugs. I missed the sync on DFS safety prep last time. Any updates? What's the latest on crowd control? Whoever put bayonets in the suggestion box was clearly kidding, right? Right? James Cooper. I understand that there's no need to keep the arrested folks under lock and key, but who the heck is a paranoid madman who decided we needed every other door in our facility to be geared with the latest high-tech top security nonsense? This stuff's not safe. One power outage and those locks aren't budging. I've warned you about this a half a dozen times. Now, don't blame me when you're locked in with no way out. Officer Cooper.
Saga.
Jesus, you're bloody.
You wrote Logan into the story. You told me yourself. From the dark place.
Listen, Scratch is coming. He's close. He's almost here.
My daughter is dead because of you. She's a child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm trying to fix this. I will fix this. I'll save everyone, but we're running out of time. I need the clicker.
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes, I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry!
Don't fucking give it to him! Didn't get him! He's a fucking monster, Saga! There it is. We've
Scratch.
been waiting for you, motherfucker! I'm gonna fucking destroy you!
God damn. Rip the echo. Oh boy.
It's Scratch. He was pretending to be Wake. The plan is
stuff.
fucked. Estevez, come in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't trapped, but the light array should affect him.
How do I activate the lights?
I can turn them on from here, but you need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing SBC generator cubes.
I found the lights. How do I activate them?
I can turn them on from here, but you need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing SBC generator cubes.
Got one.
2 more to go.
I need more time. There must be a way to slow him down. Another core activated.
Only 1 left. Doing great.
He's too fast.
I don't have any more freaking flashbangs. I should probably try and find some. Is there nothing in there, really? Thank God. Trying to look for stuff, trying to look for stuff. Oh.
Estevez said power.
Where'd he go?
Scratch was here. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
I'm the sickness of this town. I'm the ants inside your walls. The quiet knocking on your door. It's not your story to write. Scratch out your words in the night. When the writer is in doubt, my turn to come out.
This like mix of hardcore, electronic, acoustic, and friggin' screaming. What a song. And rap.
Twisted and cool.
And that is that. Wake attacked. Where would this go? There we go.
The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light.
Well, yeah.
At least that makes sense.
So he's still there, probably. Or they're both here, they're just one and the same. But we got Wake to
I
profile.
assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was. Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps. Scratch is Wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson.
The hell's a boondoggle?
It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
I'm sure it was mentioned in Control, I just don't remember.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's the key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks.
I'm part of
Go
control.
team.
Do you have t-shirts? Hats? I love a hat.
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
Alright. So we could profile Wick again? Oh, we could profile Scratch.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake. Manipulating me. What does he want from me? No! I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
This is the kind of case my ex hated. The ones that might kill me.
That's funny. The cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
Casey. Always a joy. Yeesh. Scratch didn't kill Ilmo, did he? I forget. Well, anyways. Alright, we got some lore to read up on. Transcript interview with subject Alan Wake, suspected peri-utilitarian. Interviewer Kieran, lead agent. Mr. Wake, have you been taken into FBC custody and will receive You have been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date, but for now I need to ask if there is anything you could tell us regarding the incident at the hotel. Anything we may need to know. There's a force here you don't understand, a presence. It's after me. He wants to consume me, consume everything. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? On the art they create, it wants me because of my writing, but it can be any form of art, any artistic expression. Music, painting, film, photography, you can feed it on any of it. All of it. You have to believe me. We're well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation here for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned a light switch earlier. Where is it now? I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? Mr. Wake, you are in custody pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We're not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. You're not fucking listening to me. We are listening just fine now. Do you have any accomplices? I guess he said fuck you. Let me the fuck out of here. It's coming for me. We're all in danger. The viewer was terminated due to subject being uncooperative. Oh. This one.
Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as.
The Shadow. Through extensive interviews with witnesses, AWE 35 additional details regarding the Shadow has been discovered. Redacted and redacted both present during AWE reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who immigrated with the filmmaker Tom Zane from Finland and was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake during a redacted AWE in 1970. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of the Shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as the nature of the connection between the Shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are the Shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. Shadow can manifest as any individual contained, definition needed within Cauldron Lake. Research. Okay.
I need to know what information I can still trust.
What's up? Okay, Grandpa, what do you got?
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying. The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
Deployment order, urgent, approximately 900 hours on September 13th, 2023. Readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake. A known threshold to what research theorizes the origin dimensions of A040, the Shadow, past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact APC research facility, WA03, codenamed the Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead Agent K. Estevez will mobilize investigation unit beta from the remote operation site at Redacted. All available Shadow-specific equipment has been approved for use in the field. To confirm an active event, if an active AW is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitor equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, and check status of Lake House and its staff. Additional information relevant operations in the area include the Cult of the Tree, redacted, and Alan Wake currently missing.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
I think someone with power. Based on reports on the item is a light switch from a lamp cord with part of the server cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality, the changes being based on redacted when used by a capable para-utilitarian, parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake threshold responsible for recurring AWEs in the area is difficult because the only reported use of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold or vice versa, or if there is no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a blank have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Yeager, likely a physical manifestation by inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion: the light switch is a possible object of power, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on secondhand accounts. Proper examination testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item. So, Dr. Hartman, he was part of that Alan Wake DLC. I think we killed him, if I remember right.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
Is that it? I think that's it. Alrighty then. Can I go back out here? I can! Okay, is there stuff I missed? Yes. Thank you.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do. The clicker can fix this. But I can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help. Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can
Did
amp
the little
up
T
other
pose.
works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place. I will use the clicker to change reality, and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem. I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good. So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. Wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
Not yet.
Not just yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
Y'all see a puddle around here? I need to check something out. Alright. Where would the nearest place be? The lodge, I guess? Who's over here? Oh, Ilmo.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Yaakov was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect Water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have. You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing, not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just a name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
Okay. I got a bunch from that. Call to the tree. Oh, okay. He's never heard of Scratch. Call wasn't working for Wake or Scratch operating on their own. Called found Wake's page inside Taken and believed he was the cause. The cult of the tree targeted people already corrupted by the Dark Presence. Their goal was to protect the community.
Keep trying.
There we go.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side.
That is a twist.
If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time. Wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual. I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Ilmo.
Alright, so we're at the end game here. And there's some stuff I'm gonna want to do before we end it, but we still gotta go through Alan's part. Just gotta find okay, there's some containers that I'm missing. I'm just gonna go collect some stuff. Then head downstairs. Hopefully there's a puddle there. Ah, here we go. Really? There's no puddle? Oh man, I might have to go to the lodge. Alright, let's go outside.
Anybody seen what I like emotionals about?
Who knows? If it's not one thing, it's the other.
Well, walking to the lodge, I found this manuscript.
After getting his hands on the FBC files, Ilmo Koskinen knew what he was up against. He masterminded the cult, his and Yako's army, to fight the fucked up horror lurking under the lake, and a plan to keep those feds in their bunker by the lake in the dark. Outsiders would only screw things up. The Koskinen sabotaged the FBC's monitoring station and rigged it to alert them when something was brewing at the lake. One time months later, when the alarm rang, they drove to the lake again, ready for a fight. But this time, they didn't find any monsters. something else washed ashore. The light switch. They'd read how Wake had stopped Jagger with it in the stolen files. From that point on, whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the Shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, pushed the switch into the hole, and flicked it.
Okay, so that was their whole ritual. What they tried to do in Nightingale.
I think you may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here. I don't think Marcy's coming back.
Fuck, Riley. This is so messed up.
I know. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's not your fault. We all knew what we were signing up for.
Alright, let's go. Alright, so we gotta talk to... You're a mess, Alan. You're a mess. Oh. No crowd? Just door.
I don't have time for this, so let's get it over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors. Peeking in. Reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our Night Springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
Whatever you say.
Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste. couldn't force it open.
I'm lost in the dark. Wait.
Hurry, Tom. Here is the light at the end of the tunnel.
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta on watch the granite the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom, like you have put me. Sehän olisikin.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and Yöten Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear? That it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos your artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
You're the best, Ati.
I would find Alice's photos in a shoebox.
Here we go.
A bullet of light to push the darkness away.
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. They were important, even if I didn't know what to do with them yet.
Okay, that was quick.
I'm lost in the dark, drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. No way out. There's no way out. Sinking deeper and deeper and deeper. This is hell. I'm in hell. I died. I wish I was dead. Let me die. I just want to sleep, please. Let me sleep. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I've written so much. I write. There's nothing left. It's all gone. I don't know how to write. All the words are gone. There's no more words. Where do they go? Did I eat the words? I don't recognize these words. Who are the words moving? This is familiar. Oh, why is this familiar? I've been here before. Have I said this before? I read this somewhere. Where am I? Who am I? Wait. That's a strange name. Wait, that sounds like a character's name. I write that name up. I make that one name up. I don't want to be a character. I don't want to be in the story. Just write these out of the story. Ram these words down your throat. Make you choke on these words. I know the words. Secret words. You can't take the words. I eat the words. These are my words. Stop using the words. The words. Culture the word. This isn't your story. It never was your story. The story is a monster.
Alright, Jesus. So, since we're at the point of no return for Saga, I'm going to continue with Alan here.
To get to Parliament Tower, I needed to find the murder site. Zane would know where to find one.
Inside this messy maze of blood trails I was chasing the cult through, I ran into the filmmaker, Tom Zane, an esoteric bohemian with a hard-on for acts of cruelty performed in the name of occult nonsense. A director wants to control every aspect of the world in their films. Is a cult leader any different? Was Zane just another alias for Scratch? There was a rumor that Wake and Zane had been working on something together.
I was gonna get the truth out of Zane, with whatever means necessary.
Wait.
Okay, I have to go back to the hotel. There's so much of them now. Okay, got away from that.
Zane's room, 665, was upstairs. The elevator would take me there. Something told me Zane wouldn't be happy to see me this time.
Oh boy, tied him up and everything.
I'm in control now. The second you try anything, I will shoot you in the head. Scratch wrote return, not me. You're a fucking liar.
You'd given up. You stopped writing. You said it was too dangerous, that we didn't deserve to get out. And then he showed up. Scratch. He promised to write. To get me the hell out of here. He was magnificent. A visionary. I mean, it was art. But then, when he finished, he took return and left me behind.
It's still here, and so is he.
I know I fucked up. But you can still catch him before he gets out, before he gets to your wife. When you get to him, don't hesitate. Kill the bastard for what he did to us. There's a murder site in my cinema where my film Nightless Night is playing.
Damn.
I told you not to try anything!
Oh, mercy. Thousands have gone missing, beyond the labyrinth of me. When you're lost in your own company. And cut!
What the hell, man?
Oh. Now that is drama.
fuck? I had a million questions about Zane, but I had more pressing concerns.
Yeah, check your gun. Make sure it can shoot. I don't want to be out here shooting blanks. Initiation 8, Zane's film.
I had to find the movie theater Poet Cinema. The next murder site was there. Zane had created the film in tandem with Return to escape the dark place.
That was I believe that was Casper again, Dr. Darling. Is he trying to get through to us, try to contact us in a dark place, or just try to reach out to the dark place in general, see if anyone answers? Oh, I see the lights for the theater.
I can see the searchlight beams of the movie theater on the far side of the plaza.